Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Coding Decoded. And today I'm not going to solve another coding question with you. Rather, I wanted to share one of my experiences from the past with respect to getting interviewed so that you can learn from it and don't commit the mistakes that I did. I'm going to go in the past down the memory lane in 2015 when I passed out of college, and there was a lot of fear inside me. What is the right time to actually go into that battlefield of getting interviewed? How many questions should I have solved by then? What kind of questions are asked? And it used to haunt me like anything, whether I'll be able to crack the company that I have always dreamt of, what will be my CTC, what will be my career path. A lot of apprehensions with respect to getting interviewed and passing that interview. However, since I have been into this industry from approximately 5.5 years now, I know how things work there. So let's start by a very simple question. Who is more desperate, the hiring manager or the person who is getting interviewed, the employee or the employer? So I have written FANG here, and this is me 5 years back. I have done some mathematics, I've calculated some statistics to show you what is the cost of a company for your single interview. So let's get started. And in this process, I'm going to tell you how many dollars a company needs to shell out in the selection process. So let's talk about how many rounds do you usually have for the software development role. So apologies, I have only idea about the software development role. If you are from any other field, you can correlate with it. So the first round that you are going to have is a coding round, and it will stretch up to an hour. The second round would be again a coding round, and again it will stretch up to an hour. The third round will be a slightly tougher round wherein they'll ask you the design questions, and it can stretch up to 1 to 1.5 hours. And if you are gone so far so good, the last round would be a hiring manager round or the bar raiser round that would be of approximately an hour, or it can go beyond till 1.5 hours as well. So I did some mathematics here and tried to calculate the cost of each round. So the first round is a coding round, the second round is again the coding round, third round is a design round, and the fourth round is a bar raiser round. And your interviewer is gonna have an experiences for the coding interview of approximately 3 to 4 years, minimum of this much at least. Similarly for the second round as well. For design round, people usually prefer more experienced guys to take the interviews, so it will stretch up to starting from 4+ years. And for the bar raiser round, it's definitely gonna be greater than 6 to 7 years. So I'm taking the least values here, what I have experienced it so far, and I try to give a hypothetical figure to the cost of companies of these interviewers. An average developer at a FANG usually earns up to 36 lakhs plus with an experience of 3 to 4 years. I'm taking modest values there. These are not true, and I've kept them to the lower end of it, not at the middle or the higher end of it. So expect higher values than this. And again, for the 4 years plus experience, it goes up to 48 lakhs. For 67, it goes up to 60 lakhs when you become a manager. And I divided it by 12, so I got the cost to the company per month, that which makes it to 3 lakhs per month, 4 lakhs per month, and 5 lakhs per month. I again divided it by 20 because we have 20 working days in a company usually, and that reduces it to 15k per day, 20k per day, and 25k per day. And in the joining documentation, it is expected that you're gonna work for up to 8 to 9 hours a day, in India at least. And all these figures that I have incorporated are in rupees values, so people who are viewing it from across the geos can do the conversions, and they have a better idea about the CTCs. So per hour price would be 1.75k, 1.875k, 1.875k for the second round, and for the third round it would be 2.5k, and for the fourth round it would be 3.125k. If you total this up, the company is investing approximately 10k on any person who is getting interviewed, and it takes approximately 6 to 7 candidates, out of which you are able to find one good candidate of your choice. So for one position, the company is approximately shelling out 70 to 80k rupees, which is quite a good amount. And I have not included the HR cost or the resume shortlisting cost or the processes that HR goes through. That means companies are quite desperate to hire you as well. So during the interviews, we feel that the interviewer is finding reasons to reject you. However, that's not at all the case. It's a myth. They are finding reasons to hire you. They are evaluating your overall personality, and they are looking for few capabilities that is appropriate for that job title. Remember that the interviewer is nothing but could be your college senior, could be your friend or friend of friend or friend of friend of friend, or an unknown person. But he is evaluating you to find out the good attributes that you have, the bad attributes that you have, and whether your good one weighs more than your bad ones and are fit for the current job title. And most important of all, one day you will be on the other side, taking interviews, not giving interviews. So don't let the fear of getting interviewed kill your dreams, or it hinders you from getting your dream job. And in the end, all I want to say is schedule your interview today, because time is important. Time is the most valuable asset. You have been practicing with me since quite some time now, 3 to 4 months, and you should be ready to go into that battlefield and get interviewed. Even if you don't pass, that's all right. Failures are just stepping stones to success. All the best. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.